Oh, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Was it already recording?
Was
That's
I would like to start by saying there are times in life where I just have to ask, who the hell do you think you are? And Goku is having a who do you think you are moment. Okay? I mean, who the hell do you think you are? I mean, of all the most selfish, most uncaring, most unkind, narcissistic things you can do is to take other people's lives into your own hand and make decisions for them whether they want them or not. See, this is what Goku has done. Goku has taken people's lives and played games with it. And you know what? When I was a kid, I remember hearing a man say, you're playing a dangerous game, you're playing with people's lives. You're being awful crass with people's lives. And this is what Goku is. This is the first time in Dragon Ball history I legitimately think Goku is 100% the villain right now. Okay? Now, I will say this. This is the one time when I look at it and go, okay, Vegeta used to be this guy. Vegeta used to be the guy who cared more about making sure he was the strongest in the universe, and that if he wanted to take out, he didn't care whether people lived or if people died. But this is the first time I think we're legitimately seeing the Saiyan version of Goku. Not I care about whether my kids live, not whether I care whether my people die or not. He doesn't care about the fate of the universe at the moment. He's only out for his own personal joy and his own personal lust for battle, okay? And notice that even Whis and Beerus was weak in his mind. In his mind, he didn't even care about them. And he was willing to stand up in front of them and say to them, I don't care what you think, in a sense. And this is me paraphrasing. I'm going to go and do what I want to do. I can either press the red side or the blue side. Which one am I going to do? Am I going to make him come to us, or am I going to go to him? And obviously, we know the answer to that now. He was willing to go to the, Zeno's home and ask him for a tournament that Zeno completely forgot about. Okay? He didn't even care about it anymore. He wasn't even worried about a tournament. Now, it would have been interesting if he would have walked through the door, and when he walked through the door, Zeno was like, hey, so how about that tournament? He didn't say that. He said, hey, I completely forgot about it. So, not only did you usurp the authority of Beerus and Whis at their advisement, who told you don't mess with him. He is like a small child. He's naive. Yes, he is legitimately the kindest and sweetest and gentlest person in all of the universe. However, he is like a 5-year-old. You do not give 5-year-olds the okay to make a tournament because he doesn't care. We don't know which way he's going to go about it. Now Goku says, okay, I don't even care. I'm going anyway. He gets this guy. They say, okay, fine. Yeah, let's do it. Let's have the tournament. We'll make up the rules. We'll draw out the plans. We'll see you guys later. Obviously, you know what happens next. He goes to Supreme Kai's planet. They sit there and they wait. And he says, we're going to start this tournament. And then the announcer comes in. And this is where I legitimately flip my lid. And I'm doing my best, Christians. I am doing my 100% best as a minister and as a man not to cuss in this moment, because this is one of those moments that I can legitimately say this is something that I get very angry about. When people take the lives, because the announcer says these words. He says, their individual, these people have no idea that their individual lives are being changed from this moment on. So he doesn't even care. He just so this is not something everybody agreed on. This is not something everybody was thinking about. This is something that Goku just wanted to make happen. I mean, look at it like this. He even decided, I'm going to hang back. I don't care about training right now. He's legitimately happy and worried about what his kid is going to look like. He's trying to figure out in his mind. He's pacing back and forth. He even goes, because he's thinking about it. He's like, oh man, I wonder what my kid is going to be. Nah, I'm not going to worry about that right now. He's legitimately concerned about Bulma's health. The baby hasn't come yet. It's late. Bulma's obviously showing, oh my gosh, she looks like she's about to pop any second. And you know, Goten is trying to learn how to train and get stronger. He wants to get stronger, but let's just see for what it is. He wants to train his body because his mother makes him train his mind all day. But his wife is even telling him, you need to train your mind. Let's not even worry about your body at this point. There's no more things to worry about in the world. Train your mind. And what does Goku do? Let's start a tournament. And not worrying about even, like, good example, androids 17 and 18. 17 and 18 were made to be killing machines by Dr. Gero. Here you got a chance to live out your life, have children, have things to yourself. Finally getting away from the programming that someone else gave to you. Think about your life programming. Think about the things that you know are bad about your life that you may not have had a chance to really have a shot at making happen. You know, you never had a chance to make the right decisions, and now you've grown, you developed, you made good decisions, and now here comes this person, and they say, let me drag you back into the world from which you came. Okay, Gohan now has to stop being a scholar and a dad to try to save the universe. Piccolo has to try to act as if he wants to be involved. He doesn't get to just meditate just because he wants to meditate. Now Vegeta's child being born is being surmised because now he has to worry about what is going to happen to my future and my children if I should lose. I am now having to fight for the lives of every single person. Now, yes, we can flip that coin and say, hey, this can make you a better person because now you're fighting for something. You're giving your all to something, but this is not a battle that anyone saw coming. This is not an enemy that came to the earth to try to destroy. This is a man who took the idea of other people's lives, and not just the people of his own universe, but the entire universe itself, from universe 1 through 13. He decided, I'm going to take each and every last one of your lives into my hands and do whatever the heck I want about it. How evil does that make you as a person to be so crass that you don't care about what happens to somebody and their future and their lives and their children, and especially people that you have nothing to do with? Okay, and if I'm those people, I would hate you. So in my opinion, in my humble heart of opinions, I don't usually get pumped about anime like this. I usually give, pretty, standard reviews telling what I think about the episode, etc., etc. This is me, Vassell, Reverend Vassell, just saying it like this. Whatever you are wrong in this type of thing, when you make decisions, those decisions affect every single person that you deal with. And I think this is what Toriyama is trying to get at. It affects everything, around you. And just because it don't directly affect you right now, it affects those that you come in contact with, and sometimes it even affects those people who you have not come in contact with. So you need to be mindful of the things that you do. But when you go and start making decisions for other people and telling them that this is the way that they should live out their lives, whether they want to or not only are you narcissistic, and not only are you crass, not only are you careless, not only are you just downright nasty and filthy, you are a person that is worthy of whatever comes to them, because you don't care. And from a Christianity standpoint, I would hate to be the person that would meet God and, oh my gosh, I didn't care what happened to anybody. You know, you're not loving your neighbor as yourself, obviously. You're not caring about what other people think, obviously. You're just doing you. Oh man, how many times have I said in my life, I hate when people say to me, I'm just doing me. You know, not caring how it affects somebody. You don't care how it hurts somebody. You don't care whether or not they're in pain. You don't care whether or not they live or die. You just doing you. You know, bad relationship end because people just do them. You got people out there that's hungry and starving, and because of all of the things they think is good for them, who cares about that? Let's eat, drink, and be merry. Long as I am fulfilled in myself, it doesn't matter what happens to anyone else. When you have that idea and that selfishness instead of selflessness, you are creating a place where no one can live. You're creating a place where people will die. You are creating a place where people who would usually walk on 2 feet will now be crawling on their backs because they don't know what's going to happen to them next. You decision makers. Oh, I can't stand those people. Those selfish and undeserved people. And Goku just proved to be one of them. This is the first time I have been legitimately disappointed in Goku, and I can legitimately say he is the villain right now. Who is the villain of the universal arc? It is definitively Goku. And I ask the question right now to you, YouTube, what do you think is going to happen to Goku in the end? Do you think, what's going to happen? What is the reward that Goku will get? What is the end game for Goku? Because these type of situations, you don't just walk away from them. You see what I'm saying? You don't get to chill after this. GT doesn't exist, and obviously the end of Dragon Ball Z doesn't exist. So what happens to Goku at this point? That is something that I will hope that each and every last one of you will ask yourselves before you become the decision maker of other people's lives. Hopefully Goku can come through at the end. Hopefully he comes out looking like a G. But honestly, if he doesn't and he ends up dying, he gets what he paid for. I'm your boy, the Big Ox Uchiha. That's what I gotta say.